Darrell, I'm going to start a question, putting it on you actually. What is it that you want us to talk about your team at the moment? What is it that you're seeing from this last 7 days that you think, actually, you know what, this is what I want to be talking about? And the win last week as well is going to make it a good week for everybody.
Yeah, it's always, when you win a game and you've got a week's prep for the next game, it's always a lot better, let me put it that way, when you've got the 3 points. So mood in the camp's good, positive, as you'd expect. Looking forward to the next challenge though, so a lot of work's been put on the training pitch. I think each team's different, the opposition's obviously different each time, so we concentrate on their weakness and strengths, and we plan like we normally plan. To be honest with you, the preparation doesn't change.
Yeah, and it's a big challenge, isn't it, with Harrogate? They've had a good start to the season.
Yeah, no, done terrific. I think that consistency over the last 3, 4, 5 years, Simon Weaver, I think he's done a tremendous job there. Don't go off plan very often, stick with what they're very, very good at. Got some good players, and like you said, they've had a terrific start to the season.
He's been very complimentary about you in his pre-match press conference, saying about, you know, it's going to be a difficult game here. You know, you're a winner. He knows what you're about as a manager. So it's good that your team is getting that recognition and also carrying a threat in League Two. Yeah,
listen, you know, we appreciate the kind words, but Simon's a top manager in his own right as well. He has a winning formula over a consistent period of time. They started the season very well last season. They started the season very well this season. Like I said, they've got some good players, but we want to focus. It's early days in the campaign. We're not even a quarter through the season yet, so we want to focus on performances and making sure that they get stronger and stronger through the course of the long campaign. And that's our focus, improving in all areas of our play. And I'm sure every manager up and down the country is saying the same thing.
Is that home win just a bit of a monkey on your back at the moment?
Listen, we want to win home and away, so yes, but focus on performance and the result takes care of itself. I think we're unfortunate we haven't picked up a home win yet this season, but unfortunately it doesn't come into it. We've got to do that and make it happen. But there's a saying, isn't it, every day the clock resets and you go again. So we'll be looking to go again and get our first home win tomorrow.
On the whole, you're happy with the performances. Of course you want the win, but what you've been seeing hasn't, you know, you're not prepared to go and rip up the training manual, are you, from what you've been seeing from your team at home?
No, I think mentality side of things comes into play. Big side of the game is the mentality, making sure that's absolutely spot on. I believe we prepare our players as best we possibly can. I think they get some great information from myself and the coaching staff of how we're going to play and what the plan is, and then we have to do the game plan, so to speak. But mentality is key. You know, we was 1-0 up against Rochdale, could have been 2-3-0 up in the first 20 minutes, and then the place went dead, that is not a dig at anybody, to be honest with you. We've got to be able to cope that mentally as a side, to understand that we focus on the full 90-95 minutes performance at home. If you're 1-0 down, you can win the game at home in the last 10 minutes. It's happened over the years on consistent barrier, and we make sure that our side of the things are that we can control as a team out on the pitch at home, that we stay strong and we try and pick up the win.
It must, for you, it mustn't feel that far away from things clicking for you, because you look at the season you've had so far, you're playing well, you've gone to Forest Green Rovers and won, you've won at Swindon as well, another difficult place to go. It's just about that, I think, consistency you've talked about and just putting that little run together now.
It is, but I think this league's been the same now for a long time, isn't it? You know, put 2-3 wins together and you're right up in the mix. And I don't see things changing this season. I think everyone's capable of beating everybody, and like you said there, the key word is that consistency in our performance and our focus over a period of a long season.
Does consistency follow confidence, do you think, a little bit? You know, once you've got those couple of wins together, does the consistency come with momentum?
I think there can be a lot of things. You can have over-consistent, you know, like not over-consistent, sorry, over-confident. You can be over-confident at times, so we've won like 2 of our last 3. If we're going to do that for the rest of the season, I'll be a happy man. We focus on not the negatives. We focus on the positives. That we had a good result last week, and can we put back-to-back wins together? And that's going to be what we're going to be trying to achieve. And the more support we can get that behind us to get that'll be great.
you started really well against Rochdale. You want to start well against Harrogate as well, but again, it's about starting well but staying in charge of the game.
Listen, yes, we all want to start games well, and I think in particular this season we have started games very, very well. But it's about winning. So if you ask me, I'd have been quite happy for a rubbish start against Rochdale, but still won the game. These are the things you've got to control. You've got to control that in the game. You've got to control the swings and roundabouts that go in the game where momentum can switch. So what I'm saying there is the mental side of the players for me has to be focused on the end. Not getting caught in moments where something might have gone against us or something hasn't gone for us, and just focus on where we are, and then come the end of the match, let's see how many points we've got in the bag.
Yeah, so you'll have to be switched on tomorrow, of course, straight from the off, because Harrogate, where they are second in the table, they'll be looking to probably get at you straight away.
So we're respectful of every opposition we play, but like I just stressed earlier, I think any team in this division is beatable. We go into it half full. We respect every opposition we play because that's the right thing to do, but we'll be focusing on our own performance.
A couple of other things. I think Brad Walker was carrying a knot. What's the situation with him?
Still settling down. Won't be involved in the 18 tomorrow, and we'll see how things develop next week.
And you had I think a friendly in the week.
Yeah,
Tuesday.
really positive. Beat Burnley team. The setup there is absolutely outstanding, so I'd like to thank Burnley for that. And it was a great game, and the boys energised me. The lads that played in that game, some real good performances in there, and that's what we want. Those competitive games, and we'll have another game against Fleetwood back end of this month as well, to make sure that players that are missing those minutes are catching those up in those sort of games. And like I said, the attitude and application with also playing some good football in a 4-4-2 was very good.
When you say they energised you, they caught the eye, maybe give you some food for thought.
They always do. They're the demands at this football club. We don't go there for a day out. We're going out there to win. Reserve game, first team game, so they know the expectations of where we stand. It's a proper game, challenges flying in everywhere. Even their coaching staff, this is a lot better than the 23 games really, because it's a proper game, and my lads were fully committed, and some good performances that makes me do a lot of thinking. One
of those players, maybe in the back of your mind, Dennis Politic, is he someone you're thinking about?
So it's his first 90 minutes for I don't know how long. So everybody gets keen, don't they, when they see a player and go, why is he not playing? Why is he not playing? No, why is he not playing straight away? But I understood that, Dennis needed game minutes. He's had 90 minutes now. He's been on the bench in a lot of games. I'm sure we'll see more of Dennis as the season progresses.
And Devante Rodney has been given a 3-match ban. Just your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, listen, Devante's apologised. He's accepted the disciplinary action there. We're disappointed with it. He's a young lad, he'll learn from it, and we move on.